Hey friends, I've had something on my mind, something really important that I want to share with you about bumblebees and just bees in general. There are a lot of species, and a lot of them are endangered, some of them have gone extinct. CCD, colony collapse disorder, has been observed since at least the 90s. It really started hitting in 2006. That's when experts and beekeepers started really noticing a high percentage of decline in their bee colonies, and bees just stopped coming to their colonies. They just disappeared. They weren't coming back sick. You weren't finding dead ones around the hive. They were just disappearing. And it's still going on today, and it's a really big problem for you and me, even if you don't eat honey, and even if you're allergic to bees. Bees are very, very, very important for several reasons. So, first, they are a key species in most food chains. Second, they are a huge, very important indicator of environmental health and the health of the planet. So if you don't have bees, you probably don't have a healthy environment, and that part of the planet is suffering. So we have other issues that we need to address that the bee issue is just a symptom of. But I'm not going to get into that today. I didn't want to talk about the bees. Okay, the reason that they're important to you personally, even if you don't eat honey and even if you are allergic to bees, is that at least 1/3 of what you eat is because of bees. So, almonds, cherries, most crops are pollinated by bees. Okay, they're not going to grow, they're not going to reproduce without bees, so you're not going to have that food to eat. So that's why this is really important to you, and you need to care, and I hope that you do, because I really do. I'm very concerned. There have been lots of things that scientists have kind of hypothesized and looked into. They thought maybe cell phone towers were affecting bees. And it comes down to really three major factors. One is pesticides and fungicides. And the reason that fungicides are in there too, along with pesticides, is that even though bees are not fungus, it's still affecting them. It's still making them sick. It's like if you drank one of the cleaning chemicals under your kitchen sink. It's not good. So even though you're not, a dish and it's for cleaning the dishes, you still don't want to swallow that. Okay, it's also making them vulnerable. Their immune systems are not very healthy, so it's making them vulnerable to the second factor that is hurting the bees, the Varroa mite. It is a parasite that sucks the bee's blood, and it is very deadly, and it is very contagious. It spreads from one bee to the next, from one colony to the next, very easily, very quickly. It's not cool. It's not something to mess around with. And then thirdly, habitat reduction and nutrition. All right, we're digging up all those wildflowers, and we're planting our crops. We're planting our corn and our wheat and the things that we want to eat, that we want them to pollinate, but they need nutrition of their own. They eat pollen and nectar of specific plants. They really like wildflowers, including black-eyed Susans, California poppies, sunflowers, coneflowers, and forget-me-nots. Those are all really great flowers that you could plant in your garden to help the bees. All right. There are a lot of other plants that, if you're not a big gardener, then, but I'll just list them just in case, okay? Because anything that will help, please do this. Sage, salvia, oregano, lavender, ironweed, yarrow, yellow hyssop, alfalfa, honeywort, dragonhead, echinacea, bee balm, guess where that name came from, buttercup, goldenrod, and English thyme. So anything like that is good to plant in your garden. It's good for bees. They need nutrition, just like you and me. They're not getting very varied nutrition right now. It's like if you had to live on carrots and potatoes and nothing else. You wouldn't be doing too hot if that was all you were eating. So we need to give the bees good nutrition, good habitat. So something that you can do for habitat in your yard And please don't be afraid to attract bees to your yard. Okay, most of the time, the ones that pollinate, they're not really interested in stinging you. Yellow jackets, wasps, and hornets are the ones that come after you, and they're not really the ones that we're trying to attract here. So please don't be afraid to attract bees to your backyard. You can set out bee blocks, which are basically blocks of wood with different size holes in them, and the bees can make their nests in there. You can put out loose mounds of dirt, and some bees like make their hives in the ground. They make their homes in the ground. They can dig around in the dirt and make their homes in there. So that's bee friendly. And really just please help the bees and be aware of this. And a lot of people aren't aware of this. It's a very big problem. The population is declining massively, and some bees have already gone extinct. So please help out. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was informative. Maybe you didn't know anything about bees having any sort of trouble. Now you know. That's half the battle. Information is a great, great weapon. So thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, please subscribe. I'll talk to you next time. Have a great day.